The city of Ahmedabad was absolutely buzzing, alive with excitement and anticipation for a high-stakes cricket showdown. The streets around the Narendra Modi Stadium were filled with fans draped in their team colors, waving flags and chanting as Afghanistan prepared to fight for their tournament survival. On the other side, South Africa was determined to prove their pedigree and show the world why they're considered one of the most formidable teams in T20 cricket. Their players warmed up with focus and intensity, ready to seize the moment. For Afghanistan, the stakes couldn't have been higher. As semi-finalists in 2024, they now face the threat of elimination after a tough defeat to New Zealand. The pressure was immense, and every player knew what was at stake. Only a win tonight would keep their Super 8's hopes alive. The team gathered in a tight huddle, drawing strength from each other and the passionate support of their fans, who held banners high, hoping for a miracle. Meanwhile, South Africa, last tournament's runners-up, were riding high after their opening win. They were eager to build on that momentum, aiming to cement their dominance early in the tournament and send a message to their rivals. The tension was palpable as the captains met at the center for the toss. Luck favored Afghanistan, and Rashid Khan, their inspirational leader, chose to field first, placing his trust in his bowlers to contain the powerful South African batting lineup. The atmosphere inside the stadium was electric. Under the dazzling floodlights, every seat was filled, and the roar of the crowd echoed through the night. Anticipation was sky-high for this epic clash between a rising force and an established powerhouse. As both teams lined up for the national anthems, the contrast was clear. Afghanistan, desperate to keep their dreams alive, and South Africa, determined to assert their dominance. Every player's face reflected the gravity of the moment. Under the bright lights of Ahmedabad, with the world watching, the stage was set for a night of unforgettable cricket. The stakes were enormous, and both teams knew that tonight, legends could be made. South Africa's innings began with a jolt as Fazalak Farooqi struck early, removing the dangerous Aiden Markram and sending a wave of excitement through the Afghan camp. Markram's early departure gave Afghanistan a crucial breakthrough, injecting hope and energy into their side as they looked to make further inroads. But South Africa's response was emphatic. Quinton de Kock and Ryan Rickleton launched a stunning counterattack, putting the Afghan bowlers under immense pressure. Their partnership was a masterclass in aggressive yet calculated batting, as they raced to a 116-run stand in just 61 balls. Rickleton dazzled with a blistering 61 off 28 deliveries, while de Kock anchored the innings with a composed 59 from 41 balls, both finding boundaries with ease and running hard between the wickets. Just as South Africa looked set for a massive total, Rashid Khan stepped up for Afghanistan. In a dramatic over, Rashid dismissed both set batsmen de Kock and Rickleton in quick succession. His clever variations and pinpoint accuracy slowed the scoring rate and brought Afghanistan right back into the contest, shifting the momentum. Despite the double blow, South Africa's middle order showed resilience. Dewald Brevis and David Miller played crucial cameos in the final overs, finding gaps and clearing the ropes to keep the scoreboard ticking. Their late surge ensured South Africa finished strongly, posting a formidable 187 for 6 after 20 overs. The innings was a roller coaster, marked by South Africa's dominance, a spirited Afghan comeback, and a challenging target set for the chase. The high total reflected the power and depth of South Africa's batting lineup, but also the fighting spirit of Afghanistan's bowlers. As the players left the field, Afghanistan's bowlers regrouped, knowing they had a tough task ahead. The chase was steep, but the contest was far from over, promising more drama in the second innings. Chasing 188, Gurbaz exploded out of the blocks, racing to 50 off 26 and powering Afghanistan to 51 without loss. Ngidi's double strike triggered a collapse. 51 for 0 became 52 for 3, and the chase teetered. Afghanistan's middle and lower order fought back, with Omar Zai and Rashid Khan keeping hope alive. Gurbaz's 84 off 42, featuring 7 sixes, was a masterclass in fearless hitting. Wickets kept tumbling, but Afghanistan's spirit never faded. The game swung wildly, setting up a nail-biting finish. The crowd sensed something special as the chase went down to the wire. 13 runs needed off the final over. Rabada, South Africa's ace, stood at the top of his mark, sweat beading on his brow. The Afghan dugout was on its feet, every player and coach living each ball. The crowd's roar was deafening, a mix of hope and anxiety. Afghanistan, so close to a historic win, dared to dream as Rabada prepared to bowl. The first ball, a no ball. The next, a wide. Suddenly, the pressure shifted. Every extra run gifted by Rabada felt like a lifeline for Afghanistan, and the South African fielders exchanged nervous glances. Nur Ahmad stepped up and with a fearless swing, launched the ball high and long for a massive six. The Afghan fans erupted, their voices echoing through the stadium. Now, just 5 runs were needed, from 5 balls. Another no ball followed, and the batsmen scampered for 2 more runs. The tension was unbearable. Every run, every delivery, every heartbeat counted. The equation was down to 2 runs from 3 balls. The Afghan batsmen paused, taking deep breaths, knowing they were on the brink of something special. Noor pushed for a risky second run, desperate to finish the match and etch his name in history. The fielders pounced, sensing a final chance. A lightning throw from the deep, the wicketkeeper whipped off the bails. Noor was short of his ground. Noor walked off, run out with the scores level. The stadium was stunned. Afghanistan's hopes now hung by a thread. The very next ball, Afghanistan lost their final wicket. All out for 187, the dream of a last ball win had slipped away in a heartbeat. The match ended in a dramatic tie. The crowd erupted, some in disbelief, others in wild celebration. The tension was electric, the atmosphere unforgettable. As the super over was announced, both teams scrambled to regroup. Players huddled, coaches barked instructions, and fans braced for more drama. In those final moments, victory and defeat danced together. South African relief, Afghan heartbreak, all in the space of minutes. The chaos was far from over. The night had more twists in store, and the world watched breathless for what would come next. The tie led to a super over. Afghanistan batted first, Omarzai blasting 17 runs. South Africa matched them, scoring 17 in their own super over. Unbelievable scenes as the drama continued. Tournament rules called for a second super over, a first in T20 World Cup history. Players and fans were exhausted, but the contest demanded more. Both teams had shown nerves of steel, refusing to give in. The match had become an instant classic, pushing the limits of T20 cricket. 12 more balls would finally decide this epic. The night belonged to the stars. Rickleton and de Kock's partnership, Ngidi's crucial wickets, and Miller's fielding for South Africa. For Afghanistan, Gurbaz's 84 was legendary, and Rashid Khan's double strike nearly turned the match. Omarzai and Rashid's lower order fight showed Afghan grit. South Africa, still unbeaten, strengthened their Super 8's bid. Afghanistan, winless after 2 heartbreakers, now faced a tough road ahead. Yet, their fearless cricket won hearts and respect worldwide. This match will be remembered as one of the greatest T20 World Cup battles ever.